The football world pulses with tension as Arsenal orchestrate a defensive overhaul, Crystal Palace chase European glory with a record signing, and Bayern Munich capitalize on Chelsea's squad reset. Newcastle scramble to replace their wantaway star, while Liverpool push for a transformative deal to solidify their future. From tactical masterstrokes to seismic shifts, this window is a battlefield where dreams are forged and legacies hang in the balance. Each move reverberating across the continent. In North London, Arsenal are weaving a masterful plan to bolster their backline, with Mikel Arteta's sights set on Bayer Leverkusen's 23-year-old Ecuadorian centre-back 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗜𝗚. The versatile left-footed defender, capable of seamlessly shifting between center-back and left-back, has already agreed personal terms, and negotiations are nearing completion for a loan with an obligatory $42 million purchase, a savvy move, to sidestep his $60 million release clause per The Athletic. Arteta views 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗚 as the antidote to Jurriën Timber's persistent injuries and Oleksandr Zinchenko's inconsistent form, a player whose composure and adaptability could elevate Arsenal's title chase. To pave the way, Arsenal are facilitating 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗚's departure to Porto, who have tabled a loan with a $25 million plus bonuses obligation to buy. 𝗕𝗚𝗚's approval of the move clears the path for 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗚, and with both deals expected to finalize before the deadline, Arsenal are balancing ambition with financial prudence. This double maneuver not only deepens their squad, but also signals their intent to challenge for the Premier League crown, with 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗚 poised to become a cornerstone of Arteta's defensive vision. South of the capital, Crystal Palace are rewriting their narrative with a bold statement of intent. The Eagles have secured Villarreal's 22-year-old winger Jeremy Pino for a club record $30 million plus bonuses, a deal confirmed by sources that marks a new era under Oliver Glasner. Pino, a versatile attacker who thrives on either flank, or centrally, has inked a long-term contract and is set for a medical in the coming days. With 22 goals and 23 assists in 170 appearances for Villarreal, plus a Nations League title with Spain, Pino is the creative spark Palace need after 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗚𝗚's $67.5 million exit to Arsenal. Club chairman Steve Parish personally championing the transfer called it a strategic investment in a future where Palace aim not just to survive, but to compete for European spots. Pino's flair and work rate align perfectly with Glasner's high-octane system, and his arrival signals the Eagles' ambition to soar beyond mid-table obscurity, a declaration that they're ready to challenge the Premier League's elite. Across the channel, Bayern Munich are capitalizing on Chelsea's squad overhaul with a calculated move for Nicholas Jackson. The 24-year-old forward, sidelined by Enzo Maresca's ruthless rebuild, has agreed personal terms for a loan with an option to buy, per Christian Falk. Jackson's 10 goals and 5 assists in 30 Premier League games last season showcased his potential, but his tendency to squander chances, underperforming his XG, earned him a reputation as a raw talent. Bayern see him as a dynamic complement to Harry Kane, a joker off the bench whose pace, dribbling, and pressing can disrupt defenses in high-stakes matches. Negotiations are in their final stages, with Jackson's medical and presentation imminent. Bayern's financial muscle is further bolstered by a $65 million per year sponsorship extension with Deutsche Telekom until 2032, a deal that could net them $455 million over its term, dwarfing their previous $50 million annual agreement. Yet, trouble looms with Dayot Upamecano, whose contract stalemate has Real Madrid circling for a free transfer in 2026, a repeat of their David Alaba heist. Bayern's ability to juggle these moves while maintaining their Bundesliga dominance is a testament to their strategic prowess. Chelsea, meanwhile, are plotting their own ambitious strike, targeting Barcelona's 22-year-old midfielder Fermín López as the centerpiece of their midfield rebuild. With Noni Madueke, Christopher Nkunku, and Raheem Sterling on the exit ramp, Lopez's $50 million price tag is a feasible investment, per David Ornstein. Despite his contract running until 2029, Barcelona's crowded midfield and financial pressures could force a sale. Chelsea have held talks with Lopez's camp, dangling a significant salary increase, though an unnamed Champions League club has also inquired. The Blues' cautious approach reflects their need to balance ambition with pragmatism, but Lopez's dynamism could transform their engine room, offering the creativity and tenacity Maresca craves. This move underscores Chelsea's relentless pursuit of renewal, even as they shed high-profile names to streamline their squad. In the Northeast, Newcastle United are grappling with a crisis sparked by Alexander Isak's refusal to train, a bold move to force his $130 million transfer to Liverpool. The Magpies are now in a desperate hunt for a new striker, with Wolves' Jurgen Strand Larsen their top target. Their $55 million bid was rebuffed, with Wolves holding firm for over $75 million, banking on the Norwegians' 14 Premier League goals last season. Newcastle's 3-2 loss to Liverpool, where Anthony Gordon's stint as a false nine ended in a red card, exposed their dire need for a true center forward. William Osula's late cameo goal wasn't enough to mask the absence of a clinical finisher. As a backup, Juventus have offered Dusan Vlahovic for $30 million, a steal for a striker with 36 goals since 2023-24, though he's surplus to requirements after Juventus signed Jonathan David. Newcastle's indecision could cost them, with less than a week to secure a deal that could salvage their European ambitions or leave them floundering. Liverpool, undeterred by Newcastle's hardball tactics, are pressing forward with a transformative move for Crystal Palace's Marc Guehi. Valued at $35–40 million, the 25-year-old center-back is in the final year of his contract, and his preference for Liverpool gives them an edge over Manchester City. With 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗡𝗚 eyeing a free move to Real Madrid in 2026, and 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗡𝗚 already sold to Bayer Leverkusen, Guehi is seen as Virgil van Dijk's long-term partner, per sources. Negotiations hinge on Palace's willingness to lower their demands, but Liverpool's persistence could pay off before the window closes. Looking ahead, the Reds have identified Bayern's Michael Olise as Mohamed Salah's 2026 successor, with a rumored release clause potentially easing a future transfer. Olise's 20 goals in 55 games last season and a brace in Bayern's opener make him a tantalizing prospect, though Chelsea and City loom as rivals. Liverpool's dual focus on immediate and long-term needs underscores their strategic vision. Elsewhere, the window is alive with pivotal moves. Lucas Vázquez, the 34-year-old Real Madrid veteran, has joined Bayer Leverkusen as a free agent, signing until 2026 after a medical. His 53 appearances, 2 goals, and 8 assists last season add experience to Leverkusen's title chase. Roma are negotiating a loan for Liverpool's Kostas Tsimikas, the 29-year-old left-back displaced by Milos Kerkez, with a permanent sale preferred. Wolves have secured Girona's Ladislav Krejci for a club record $34 million, the 26-year-old Czech center-back signing until 2029 to bolster their defense. Each move is a thread in a tapestry of ambition, with clubs racing to redefine their futures. As the transfer window nears its climax, the stakes are stratospheric. Arsenal's defensive gambit, Palace's bold vision, Bayern's calculated coup, Chelsea's midfield dreams, Newcastle's striker scramble, and Liverpool's strategic strike set the stage for a thrilling denouement. The final hours will test the nerve of every club, separating those who seize greatness from those left in regret. What's your take on this transfer saga? Will 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗡𝗚 make Arsenal untouchable? Can Newcastle recover without Isak? And is Guehi Liverpool's key to a new era? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe with notifications on to catch every twist before the window slams shut.